watching the SEC on ESPN. This evening from Rupp Arena in Lexington, Kentucky, the Wildcats of Kentucky from the SEC play host to the Morehead State Eagles from the Ohio Valley Conference. ESPNU college basketball built by the Home Depot.
See if Kentucky can beat him from three.
Miller for three, no good. Rebound inside. The putback, yes. Patrick Patterson, the 6'9 junior who averaged 18 and 9. Working on this in their walkthrough today. The shoot around, inbounds plays. This is Bledsoe in the lane, little floater. He got it. And it's 4-0 Kentucky. Bledsoe the other way. Here's Patterson at the head of the key. How about that? Patrick Patterson, the 6'9 junior, when you can bring him out behind the arc.
Under John Calipari, he has spent a lot of time facing the basket, working on that shot.
There's a block, knocked out of bounds. By the way, that's now 700. So the big man outside.
Well, if Kentucky is going to be the Kentucky of old, Patrick Patterson has to take control. He has some help. Eric Bledsoe, number 24, is 6'1 with a 6'8 wingspan.
And kicks it out. Dotson. Little fade away from 15 on the baseline.
You know, he's their best scorer. I think he's their best pure three-point shooter right now. He's also one of their better scorers. Knocks down a 22% shot. Not easy to do.
Oh, goodness. The block by Orton. No good. Fareed had a hand on it. Kept alive, though, by Dotson. Gives it up. Patterson inside. Count it. Chance at a three-point play. Partner, there's some athletes.
I talk about Kentucky being a dominant club in the two-point territory of the floor. And there's a great job erasing what would have been an automatic two. And a great job by Patterson in the short corner. He got his back parallel with the baseline and made himself a really big target. Those are That's a great ball reversal, isn't it?
It sure is. Patterson cleans it up inside.
I just don't know if Morehead State can rebound well enough to keep Kentucky off the offensive glass. Morehead State's first shot. Look at Patrick Patterson, has a great feel for where the basketball is going to come from. The ball was shot from the right wing. Patrick Patterson runs to the left side of the rim where 70% of those shots are going to come. Patrick Patterson, if he takes control.
The key in this game, Kentucky has out-rebounded Morehead State 11-3 so far. This is Dotson, 4-3. Better get a hand up.
Yeah, and you know what? It's hard to get a hand up on Dotson and measure the rim even when the defense is set.
And you just saw the steal there. Now it goes inside on the floor. And count it, Cousins. DeMarcus Cousins.
Boy, the first guy off the bench with a fist in the air is John Calipari. Saluting, block, and spread out like a big Sunday buffet. And once he gets the touch, does a great job of going up with power. Doesn't go with too much power to avoid the charge. He's a big-bodied guy, does a terrific job of getting both of his feet.
Now I'm in a small town of about 8,000 people. Nice look to Cousins.
Beautiful. Well, it's a great look to Cousins, but I salute the effort of Cousins to run the floor. Running the floor. See him coming right down the middle of the floor on the right side. Boom. Just a good job of running right down the middle. But this is a guy that again, he understands how kids work, how social networking is such a major part of our society.
Under 6.5 to go. Fareed, and there's the block by Miller. And all of a sudden, hustling back pocket to get it. Get out of bounds.
Here, as far as they had many games last year with 20, 25, 30 turnovers. A great job right there by Miller to block.
This is Miller, back to Bledsoe. Patterson at the head of the key. We saw he could hit that. Deep three now up and rattled home. Darnell Dotson. Dotson with 9 for the Wildcats.
Really good ball movement by Kentucky.
They've got numbers. Freed in himself. Got it partially blocked as he took it in. The block there by Patterson.
Clock, don't take quick shots and shorten it down.
And now it's a 2-on-1 after the turnover. Dotson finished.
Where you turn the ball over for Morehead State, live ball turnover right here. You dribble into the teeth of the defense. The ball comes up free at the top of the key, and that gets Kentucky running rim to rim. Morehead's again, Patterson needs to get a touch on every possession. There's the touch, there's the basket.
14 for Patterson here in the first half.
There's no way Morehead State can handle him the rest of this first half with Fareed on the bench.
10 Kentucky. The 15th three attempt, and that one drops in there for Eric Bledsoe. He's from Birmingham, Alabama, just a freshman.
He's a guy that has one of those magnetic personalities that kids really are responding to right now.
Wow. What a great tip inside by Patterson.
The University of Kentucky.
Bledsoe picks up the miss. I can't wait. Patterson, nice look. Oh, he runs the floor so well, and again, it's worth repeating. That guy is 240 pounds and 6'9". Patterson now a double-double. That's his 10th board to go along with 18 points. Bledsoe all the way in and finishes with the left hand. Chance at a three-point play.
Dan, Eric Bledsoe is 6'1", 195 pounds. He is built like a very, very good defensive back. Upper body strength, you can't bother him. He got his head up earlier with Patterson and down. Watch Eric Bledsoe. You can bump him, but you can't bump him off of his pass. Great strength by Eric. You know what helps is everybody started fresh from their first practice. And so the veterans and the young guys were all in the same.
For Kentucky.
So much size and quickness and guys that can jump quickly around that rim. And Stevenson and Cousins and Patterson and Orton. Bledsoe.
Stan McLaughlin with you. And another block. For this time by Stevenson. They are long and athletic. Bledsoe finishes with the right hand as he split the defenders. 11 for Bledsoe.
Morehead State has to learn to stop about one dribble earlier. Those float shots right now are being erased. Watch Bledsoe. There's the contact, boom, right there. But the shoulders never got knocked out of balance or off. Turn with early in the year is how to defend the out of bounds because you get surprised. Kentucky just got caught with a big surprise. The lead, the shot clock, the game clock now determines what our shot selection should be. That is not what they want.
Oh my goodness! You gotta be kidding me!
Huh. So much for that. That's not what we want, shot, huh?
Wow! 17 for Bledsoe in his debut. Kentucky coming away with it. Bledsoe, Patterson, too easy. Timeout taken by the Eagles.
Several times tonight, this kid has been bumped, but he's still been able to get the ball up on the rim. This one was a lucky roll, but he's done a great job of handling the basketball, running the point with a lot of minutes laid on him. Eric Bledsoe, hard to guard right now for Morehead State. Wow!
Oh, man.
We've had 2 play of the days in the last 2 minutes. Woo.
Bledsoe hits that too, and then he was fouled. By the way, Patterson and Bledsoe, they have combined for 39 points.
It's just an area that you have to keep an eye on as we evaluate Kentucky throughout this season. Can they make enough of those when they have to in tight ball games?
Bledsoe falling away, and he has 22 to lead all scores. And the putback good inside.
And then you think about Kentucky, do they have the weapons to get to that national championship game or maybe win the entire thing? I think they do, but I think we all have to keep in mind over the last 10 national title games.
It's tied up and Cousins on the floor. You like to see that from your freshman, don't you? Dotson puts it in.
Well, again, Morehead State, Murray State, Austin Peay, the 3 prime teams in the Ohio Valley Conference this year. Kenneth Fareed, from what I'm seeing, he's going to be a real handful for that league to handle. He's one of the better inside guys in non-BCS. And John Calipari's debut is a good one. No VMI, no Gardner-Webb tonight. John Calipari, you're still the most popular guy in the state, at least till you play again.
So our final tonight, 75-59 for Jimmy Dykes and our entire ESPNU crew. I'm Dan McLaughlin. Coming up next on the U, college football primetime. For more information, log on to ESPNU.com. The proceeding has been an exclusive presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. So long from Rupp Arena in Lexington. Tom Luganville, Justin Kutcher in Akron, Ohio, standing by.